Welcome back, everyone. Well, for over 18 years, The Amazing Race has been introducing us to incredible countries and characters.
And now the producers are looking to find the toughest character with a new reality competition called Tough as Nails. Please welcome host, creator, and producer. It's Phil Kogan. Welcome to the show.
Well, thank you for having me. I know they got some tough people here in the Vegas area.
Yes.
A lot of union workers, a lot of people who are building skyscrapers, a lot of people who are working with their hands every day. And Tough as Nails is really about people who have calluses on their hands and who wear them as a... You got calluses on your hands?
No.
Maybe not some... Oh, you got calluses? There you go.
Look at
That people who have calluses on their hands who wear them as a badge of honor.
Yes.
So it's real people in real life who are real tough.
So how does this casting call work? Do they just show their hands and...
Well, a little bit more than that, but if anybody is watching and they know of somebody who is on a construction site who is just known for working a little bit harder than everybody else, who can carry a little bit more than everybody else, who is regarded as being the toughest in the particular union or in their particular job, then what I'm going to do is have them step up on stage, tell me why they are as tough as nails, and then we have a little bit of a physical test for them to do.
Okay.
Which just is to get a base measurement, just to make sure that, you know, they haven't had too many beers, I guess.
What's the trick? Because Las Vegas is filled with tough people like
Yes.
this. You said the construction workers and everything. As a producer, the producer side of you, what are you looking for? Someone that has like a lot of personality when they're doing burpees?
Well, personality is obviously very important, but at the end of the day, these are people who wear work boots instead of workout shoes. They're people who punch time cards instead of swiping gym cards. They're people who sweat on factory floors instead of gym floors. They're people who maybe enjoy a nice cold beer at the end of the day instead of a protein shake. Maybe they don't look ripped and they haven't got an instant tan, like they're not ready for the cover of a magazine. But they're people that can work hour after hour, day after day, whatever the weather. When the lines go down in a storm and there's no power, they keep the power going. They allow us to flush our toilets. They put food on, help put food on the table. They keep the roofs over our heads.
They keep the country running is what they do.
That's really, in essence, we're getting back. I come from working class people. My one grandfather left school at 13, became a mechanic and then an aero mechanic in World War II. He was a gunsmith and an inventor. My other grandfather's a carpenter. My family history going back to coal miners, gold miners, builders, joiners, people who build bridges, people who work on the railway lines. So I'm very proud of my working class background back in New Zealand. And I even have a whaler going back in history who was an American whaler who jumped ship some years ago and was a whaler. So it's hard-working men and women in America who keep the country running.
You mentioned you're from New Zealand. Can we do a little game?
Sure.
The New Zealand slang game, we'll call it?
Yeah, let's hope I know all the slang
I'll
words.
give you the cue sheet. So I'll say that the New Zealand slang word.
Yes.
You use it in a sentence. You try to guess the meaning of the slang word.
Okay.
Okay.
So let's start with wop wops.
Wop wops. Okay. Wop wops. Okay. All right. So I have a friend who has a house that is in the middle of the wop wops.
Like the Boondocks.
Yes.
Yeah,
In the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the sticks.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to go to the beach, and I need to take with me my togs.
Towels.
Swimsuit. I went in a marathon, and I got really buggered.
You won a marathon?
No, I went into the marathon.
Oh.
I was competing in the marathon,
How
and I
about
got
this?
really buggered.
You competed in Tough as Nails, and you got really buggered.
Yes.
Tired?
Yes, really tired. You got that.
Okay.
When it's cold in the winter, I like to have my jumper with me.
Coat.
Sweater.
Sweater. I knew that one. I
You're
knew
getting
that
there.
one.
You're getting there.
All right. At the end of a hard day's work, after I've been working on the construction site, I love to have a couple of cold ones.
Beer.
Yeah,
I know that
a bottle
one.
of beer. A couple of cold ones. Have you ever heard this expression? Wrap your laughing gear around a couple of cold ones.
Your mouthpiece.
Your mouth. Yeah,
Your
that-
laughing gear.
I like that.
This is your laughing gear.
We got to bring
Wrap
that
your
to
laughing
America.
gear around a couple of cold ones.
Let's do one more.
I'm going to go into the bush and I'm going to go tramping.
No.
Hiking.
Wow, you're really good at this.
Yeah.
You're like an honorary New Zealander. Yeah, seriously,
So
you got them
honored.
all.
Thank
That's very
you.
good.
Thanks.
Doesn't she have the personality to either do Tough as Nails or how about Lindsay on Amazing Race?
Absolutely.
I need some calluses.
Yeah. No, you guys could be on Amazing Race, absolutely. I've got, you know, sounds like you guys work together, so you know each other.
I would
probably
be
a few sparks there.
horrible. I would be so bad at
That's
that.
not the confidence we want. This is the man you're supposed to say. Out of 18 plus years has been on the air.
Yeah,
you say I would crush it.
19. It'll be 19 years since we first started shooting in January.
What's the secret to that success?
Just look, really good people working on the show. You know, at the end of the day, a good idea is one thing, but you got to have people who can execute a good idea, and we've just been very lucky that we have really good people executing a good idea. So, you know, you start off a new show like Tough as Nails. It's a network show. You got 10 episodes. At the end of the day, it's going to be whether we can execute it right, whether we get the right people, whether we get the tone of the show right. I feel like right now, the way, you know, where the country is right now in this election year, the idea of us getting back to our roots, of pioneering spirit, getting back to like taking pride in working with your hands and putting an honest day's work, I feel like right now is a good time for that. So.
Absolutely. I cannot wait for the premiere. We will be watching.
Yes.
Guys, the Tough as Nails open casting call tomorrow from 2:30 to 5 at Toshiba Plaza outside T-Mobile Arena.
And